morning, I'm Roy Robertson. This is San Diego Made, San Diego Proud, where we present the innovative organizations which help improve the lives of people in America's finest city. Joining us today, two guests from Jolla Vein Care Center, Dr. Nisha Bunke, who is a renowned venous disease specialist, and Jessica King, who is a vascular sonographer. I love that title. They're both dedicated to the treatment of vein disorders in their patients, which can be unsightly but also quite painful. And this morning, we'll discuss treatment options at Jolla Vein Care which give patients relief. And Dr. Bunke, I'm saying, yeah, innovative. This has changed so radically, so completely over the course of the last couple of years. We'll talk about that in just a couple of seconds, but let's talk about the disorders that you do treat.
Yeah, so first I want to mention that vein disorders are common. They affect about 80 million Americans. So that means 1 in 4 or 5 of your viewers suffer from some form of vein disorder. So venous insufficiency is the most common, which is a leaky valve issue, which causes an abnormally enlarged veins that are twisted, dilated, bulging. Those are called varicose veins.
And we'll see these like in the exterior.
Yes.
We're going to put up some before and after pictures, and you'll see what it actually looks like before you do the treatment. What are some of the causes behind developing varicose veins? Yeah,
so most of the time it's genetic. Females get them more frequently than men. So there's hormone influences like pregnancy.
Okay.
And people have standing occupations or sitting occupations or more prone to having them.
Right. So that's an awful lot of people that are potentially impacted by this, a wide group. So Jessica, let's talk about how it is that you get into the diagnostic process when people come to Jolla Vein Care Center. What's the first step that they go through?
Well, veins are deep underneath the surface of the skin, so not typically visible with the naked eye. We use diagnostic ultrasound to assess the veins, take a look at them, and see which veins are working, which ones aren't, the cause of the problem, and the severity. So I do a diagnostic exam, and then the patient will have a clinical exam with a practitioner.
And so some other clinics, they don't treat the underlying causes or get into what's happening below the surface of the skin. Is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately that's correct. So there's a big misconception with vein problems that it's just a cosmetic issue, which it's not. Most of the time, their presence indicate an underlying problem.
So let's talk about the treatment. What do we do now that's so different from years past? As I say, innovative, because years ago it used to be a really invasive procedure. What about now?
Yeah, so now is the best time to have your veins treated. The technology has really advanced. So in the past it used to be vein stripping surgery. Now we can still get rid of the veins, but we can do it all without surgery. And there's different procedures to do that. So we can do injections and inject a medicine into the vein to cause it to collapse and shrivel up and eventually dissolve. We can also use heat treatments like radio frequency energy or laser energy to heat the vein and dissolve it. So there's many different types of treatments.
That's incredible, and I would think the patients have to be really amazed by the evolution in the way that it can be treated, and some of them may have been, reluctant or thought, hey, I've tried other things, this won't work for me. But there is some relief at hand, right?
That's exactly it. So some people have had vein stripping surgery before, 20 years ago, and they're scared to have it again, or their parent had it, and so they're reluctant, and so they're usually very pleased to find out about the new procedures.
I'll bet. And you can schedule online through the website, right?
You can get all the information online and give us a call. Okay,
so that website is JollaVeinCare.com, and the phone number 858-550-0330. Dr. Nisha Bunke, she, by the way, did write the book on vein care, the Vein Book. Call 858-550-0330 to schedule your appointment.